Hey guys, Shaggy here. Hope you're doing a wonderful day today. In today's episode of History in 4 Minutes or Less, we'll talk about one of the only cases that remains unsolved after 45 years in the history of the FBI. Today, we'll talk about the unknown space pirate, D.B. Cooper. November the 24th in 1971, Northwest Orient Airlines, Portland, Oregon. In the afternoon of the day, a one flight way to number 305 to Seattle, Washington. A quiet man in his 40s, wearing a business suit and black tie and white shirt, ordered a soda and bourbon while the flight was getting off. In the approximate hour of 3 p.m., he handed to the stewardess a note, a threat of carrying explosives, and the question of her to cooperate with him for the start of a mysterious heist. The whole plane was in danger of this mysterious man, now having his eyes covered with sunglasses and demanding $200,000 in $20 bills and 4 parachutes in exchange of all the hostages. The first part was successful for this man. After the exchange and having his demands met, he now establishes a course to New Mexico, not only having the plane staff as the crew for a Boeing 747. Between Seattle and Reno, there at 8 p.m., the mysterious man had jumped from the back of the plane with the ransom money to land to an unknown place. D.B. Cooper is an alias that is used for one of the cases that has still been unsolved in the FBI. It's one of the plane hijacks that have received prominence in the sense that airline security has changed since the event. Something that is to note is that the alias D.B. Cooper was not the real name of the perpetrator, but in reality, according to the witnesses of the scene, his name was Dan Cooper. But because of the media and some general confusion with the investigators of the case, the people had assumed this as his identity. Again, the people are not sure if his real name was that or those, but all were an alias to his identity. Cooper is one of the largest and extensive cases that have been taking place in the FBI, with almost having 800 suspects, 12 dozen suspects that were taken into consideration, and lots of people from different expertise areas to uncover the mystery. Despite not being an active case dated since 2016, I may show 3 of the most important suspects that the FBI considered were the culprits for the hijacking in a certain time period. Robert Rackstraw was a military veteran with parachute training who had several brushes with the law. He was dismissed as a suspect by the FBI, but in 2018, a fellow veteran said he decoded messages allegedly sent by Cooper that implicated Rackstraw. Before his 2019 death, Rackstraw at times made cryptic comments about the case rather than denying involvement. The second one would be Richard Floyd McCoy Jr., that in 1972 he hijacked a Boeing 727, the same type of plane Cooper targeted. After receiving his ransom, McCoy parachuted from the plane. Despite this matching MO, McCoy did not resemble the sketches of Cooper. After escaping from prison in 1974, McCoy was killed in a shootout with police. Last but not least, we have Kenneth Christensen, a military paratrooper who worked for Northwest Orient Airlines, was put forward as a suspect by his brother. A year after the hijacking, Christensen was able to purchase a house with cash. But of course, until this day, it's still unknown what actually happened in the case. What happened at the end with the case? Well, in the present, it's known that $5,800 from the ransom were recuperated in Columbia River in 1980 thanks to a boy who was a witness of the buried money in the riverbanks. Multiple theories have spanned over the years. Some say he was an Air Force retiree desperately finding money, an airline engineer with a vendetta, a master con man and thief, a large etc. And you ask yourself, what changes has made in the world with this heist? Well, thanks to this, the Boeing 727 were practically modified all around in such a way that thieves could not jump with stability after some years of the heist. Of course, there were multiple heists that happened using this one as inspiration between years, as well as this is the inspiration of multiple depictions in cultural media. All in all, maybe we won't know if we will find the true culprit of this grandiose crime. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you loved this new episode of History in 4 minutes or less. If so, hit a like, subscribe, and hit that bell for notifications, and comment what else do you want to see. Class is this patch, Shags out.